Hi everyone on YouTube. Here's the Tanto. I took the contact wheel with a, I think it was a 150 grit, and I wanted to remove all the Sharpie ink marks from it just so I could get a better visual as to where I am at. And I've got about 1.4 inches straight across here, and at this point, something around where it starts to curve pretty much. Here to here starts slowly decreasing, so I'm probably kind of happy with that. Pretty continuous, and then from, let me get all in the frame, pretty much starting from this point here is when it starts to slowly get, starts to get shorter this way, and then much quicker to the tip. And I'm not too disappointed about this tip. I kind of like it the way it is, but we'll see. This may get shorter. I mentioned that before. Notched out the part here for the tang, and I'm covering the part here that's missing. You know, ideally this would have more tang up here, so I'm kind of covering it so it doesn't throw the visual off. And this actually turned out to be better than I expected. I didn't think it was going to come out this nice. I got lucky. Okay, so I'm not going to be doing a lot of talking, just working. I'm going to have my mask on. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use a Sharpie, black out the blade part, get my micrometer, measure the midpoint, score it so I know where the middle point is on the steel. Then I'm going to start with a 50 grit. I'm going to cut a bevel that meets my two marks from the center lines, my two center lines. Use a 50 grit, cut the first bevel, and then I'll probably take another marker and try to measure out where this is going to be, how high the grind lane is going to go up, and then grind the two flats. Probably bevel the spine somehow, whether I'm going to round it or maybe put another semi bevel, a very shallow bevel up here on top, so it has more of a diamond shape to it. I'm trying to draw it in the air here, what it would look like. And the tang itself also is going to be, I think, yes, the tang itself I'm going to trim off 1/16 of an inch, make it narrower. And that will help this fitting, the fitting that goes in here, that's the guard, which is called the suba, fit in here better. So I'll make this a little thinner. Alright, let's start grinding. Shut up and grind.
Alright guys, so after a few passes, I got the midway point and it's kind of chunky here, and I think it's supposed to be chunky because I don't want it to warp after heat treat, so the edge is kind of thick. But if I keep working at it, it might thin a little out. So it's a pretty even grind. I'm not going to say it's 100% flat. There's a few facets over here at this end. Needs a little work over here down the bottom. Sorry, the light source is like right on it. Okay? So far not a bad looking Tanto. Not bad for my first time. I still have to work on the backside. Alright guys, so this is what it looks like after I've hit it with the a worn 180 for a little bit. It's pretty darn good, pretty darn good. I've got a dividing line, or a marker if you will. I don't mean the black magic marker, I mean the scrape, the line that I put on top of the black marker to indicate where the I think it was like almost an inch. I don't remember now. Yeah, it's about an inch of a grind line, so it's pretty even, pretty darn even. Alright, gonna work on it some more.
Alright everyone, so getting a little tired. I don't want to screw it up. Here I am. Here's where I'm at so far with my Japanese Samurai Tanto. Brought it down to 150 grit. And it looks like I've got about 3 millimeters of an edge over here. 2 millimeters, 3 millimeters, something around there. I guess I could use a micrometer to measure it. But pretty much got a pretty good flat going on, and I'm thinking this side's a little better than the other. Here's the other. What I don't like about, let's see, did I nail it? Alright, so this part here ends here at the line, ends here. Yep, that's pretty much even. Pretty much even. By looking at it, there's a few scratch marks. Hopefully it zooms, focuses. You can see like over here on the steel there's a few scratch marks, and that's because the belt vibrates a little bit, or maybe there's a thread along the side and it just whips it. So you got to be careful with that. But once you get a flat and you use that flat, then you just keep grinding, and you get a pretty good you get a pretty straight line. By observation, I would say that it's a little wider. The grind line here, it's a little wider than it is over down here or over here, so it kind of goes down. Oh, maybe this is the better way of viewing it. Again, I'm holding it by that part that's missing, so. You know what? I think for my first Tanto, I'm pretty happy about this. It's got a beautiful curve to fix this part over here. I might be splitting hairs, but it kind of blows out a little bit here. But I mean, I know originally I wanted to cut it short, but that's the bird again. I'm pretty happy, pretty satisfied. Why mess with it? Like I said, I'm getting tired, so I'm going to stop at this point. I just wanted to capture this shot of it before I go any further. The tip is pretty thick, so I think there's still some more to grind at the tip. And I think maybe this is still a little too thick. So maybe I'll hit it the next time I work on it with a 220. Maybe I'll do a little more with 150, then hit it with a 220, then go to 280, and stop there. What I also need to do is work on the spine. I think I'm going to taper it this way. So right now it's square. Maybe I'll taper it in a little bit. So the widest point is here at the transition. And maybe before I leave, I'll put a couple of holes, a few holes in the tang. Let's say 3. 3 is more than enough. Typically with a Tanto, they only put 1 hole to hold the handle. I'm going to put 3. But I'm pretty impressed. I love this. I just hope I don't screw it up. All right.